Primitive Antics. The server's free. Where art thee? Hum, 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 hum. This is me stargazing, waiting for night. It's here now. I'm going to take a nap, and then we're going to have a chat. So, it's wonderful when you make your own bed. So, this is Jagster. We are coming to you from the Primitive Antics experience. This is the server. I have found myself a little manor house, which I'm transforming into a bit of a waystation. So weary travelers have a place that they can camp out and recoup, especially if they've been chased by bears, saber-tooths, cougars, and the ever-present ugly, nasty, mean coyotes. And they are coyote ugly, in the ugly sense. Wrong thing. So, I have come to the conclusion I may not use this area, not this building, but this area as a base. And the reason why has to do with the fact that I can't grow any trees. I have got trees scattered all over, and they will get up to 99%, and then they don't spawn. Now, fruit trees are different. Fruit trees are doing fine, and it's not proximity, because I got fruit trees way out there, and they're doing fine. But I cannot seem to grow regular trees for some reason, which means the walk is getting ever longer to go and get lumber, which is what we're after right now, because I am trying to get a sphalerite mine up. I got copper, I got sphalerite, there's a couple other things I need. And those are way out a ways. One's in this direction, one's in that direction. It's the bismuthite. Haven't run across any cassiterite in this area, although back by camp, by the main spawn area, there is a cassiterite mine. I could always run back and get cassiterite if I really wanted to, but what I'm looking for, I had planted some saplings around here, and I can't tell if they've grown or not. Figured I would mosey out here and get some, because there was oodles and bunches of there's one there. Let's see how far that is. And that's at 90, and that's over here by the mine. So let's go this way. Let's see if we can't snag us some white cedar. And I'm going to have to get myself a new scythe here soon. Probably should use an axe for this one. Well, go forward. There we go. Okay. We'll take this guy down. I like using this for the support beams in the mines, this white cedar. It's really nice, and you get a bunch of it. And I don't know why, but if you have the shift down and you jump, you seem to get more leaves. I haven't found any documentation where that's actually a thing, but it seems to work that way. So what I am trying to do with this next experiment is see if, and I'm going to mark this one, I have to make torches soon too. We're going to mark this guy, and I will be able to locate it better and see if it actually grows. See, right now it's at 0. And as I say, there's more hickory down here. Man, there's hickory pretty near everywhere. So you'd think hickory and maple's the other one that's everywhere. You'd think these would grow in this area. Or up by the manor house. I had hickory and I had maple, and I can't get either one to grow. Well, that's not true. I had two of the give me any saplings. I had 2 maple grow, but then nothing since. So it is a tad confusing and concerning. The one thing I will say about this area, it is a very low water area, and that may have something to do with the growth rate. We're under 200 for precipitation here, so getting your water barrels placed early is important. All right, let's go put this. We'll put this right here. Start marking these so I can find them easier and check on them easier. Unfortunately, I need way more of the dark wood than I do the light wood at this point. Oh, and this is a long haul from spawn, so just, yeah. Unless you get lucky, you ain't gonna find this. If you join. Right now, we don't have any additional players set up. I have a couple people who are thinking about it, but thinking about it doesn't get anything done. I don't need people who think about it. I need people who do about it. Yeah, it wouldn't give me those. And I ain't putting up any wood to go climb. I'm lazy today. I just need the wood so I can get the rest of my mining stuff done. Well, I've got a maple sapling. Let's put a maple sapling up here so we can figure out where. We're going to block this out so you don't see everything. There we are. So we got to come. Nope, wrong way. There we go. We got to go this way. Let's do a maple test. See, that's at 99. And that grows here. So, what the heck? What the heck, Batman? And we'll put a test maple over here. See, if I can't grow it over here, I can't grow it probably anywhere in this basin. Which I like this basin. It's got a lot of real good pluses for it. It's very rich. It's got a lot of livestock. It's got a lot of plant life. It's got a lot of fruit trees. It's got a lot of bushes. It's pretty idyllic in most ways, except you don't have wood. You gotta truck wood in. Oh, yeah, you aren't supposed to see that. You'll have to figure that out for yourself. Oops, probably shouldn't have shown you that. Oh well. See, I tried some way out. I tried some close in. Here's my olive trees. They're growing fine. They're not even a year old and they're sprouting. There's that apple tree over there that I whacked the hell out of, and it's all grown back and it's got fruit already. But this stuff, do you see any trees? No, the only trees are the ones that were here, which were predominantly maples. So I'm starting to stash some of the saplings till I get this figured out. I may wind up pulling up stakes and moving a little bit away from this area. I need it. There we go. Sticks everywhere. So I need a couple sticks. Put that there. Okay, we got dirt. Let's take care of the dirt. Oop. What's that? Mortar. Why did I have mortar in here? Mortimer here. There we go. Mortar. All right. I need. It looks like I need some ladders, and I need a lot of block wood. So let's get the hickory done first. At 2/16, we'll do that like so. I don't need to do all 11. I need a couple. There we go. Now I gotta find the workbench because this is a little different. There we go. And now we got leaders. I can make another like that, and we can stick those. Yeah, we can stick those over here by the mine. And again, that was there, that was there. These are all new. These are at 90. So they're not quite to the point where they may pop yet. You gotta get up to at least 99. 99, 99, 99. Bonus points to anybody who knows where that's from. It's a little esoteric. There we go. Let's put some. Oh, I need to. I blocked that out already. Maybe I'm not. There we go. I'm doing my very ASMR voice today, so hopefully you're all relaxing and enjoying instead of my usual spastic war Grampy Jag voice. So let's go and put these into storage so that we have them later. And let's turn these into blocks. There we go. And I probably should have brought a tank over, but that's okay. We drink that and we will be probably as far as we can get on this project until the next batch. So this is my sphalerite mine. You can see sphalerite here. I have gotten pretty good about figuring about where the minerals are. And this was actually detectable from the surface, so it should just be down. It's a small sample, so I am either not quite in the right direction or it's a wee bit deeper than what I thought, because I was getting trace up there. Now I'm getting small, so we'll go down a little bit more. I usually try and go down about 5 levels before I do my first exploration, unless I get lucky. So that's 1, 2, 3. We got about 2 more levels to go down. This is how you do it. You go 1, 2, 3. So if you set up your thing, you know, 1, 2, 3 ladders. Come down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hoping to see minerals, but I see no minerals at the moment. Take those 2 out, put our ladders in, turn around, and then we're going to take out this block and put a support block in, and we'll put the other one up there, put our torch down, and now we can make our supports in relative safety. So anyhow, if you are interested, we still have positions, actually we have basically all the positions at this point open for playtesters to help us develop this world and give us feedback. As you can see, it's Terra Firma Craft. The mining is different. The ore bodies are different. If you are bored to tears with your regular modded Minecraft, consider giving Primitive Antics a try. There's quite the learning curve, and things do not work the way you think they might. It is a little slower game. Gotta be patient. But with on a server with a team, you know, it shouldn't be that big a difference. If you work together, that is. So we are looking for 6 to 10 people who can participate, that is, show up on the server 6 to 8 hours a week, or 2-3 days a week, something. As long as they make an effort, I'm pretty happy. You do have to be mature. You can't be a griefer or a reefer, or, yeah, peefer, or whatever they call people today. Don't be a jerk. Go back to my language. Just don't be a butthead. If you're a butthead, I'll have to bounce you, and I hate bouncing people. I'd rather just get along with you. So if you're that kind of person, don't even waste your time. Don't waste my time. But if you are genuinely interested in trying new things and you love Minecraft, and especially if you're older, I'm not saying I will disregard the youngins. I'm just saying you might catch a little bit of heck every now and then because, well, you're youngins. I lost count. Wouldn't mind seeing a couple of older folks. And by older, or by youngins, let's go that way. By youngins, we are talking about people under the age of 48. Looks like that's number 5. It's close enough. Found nothing of interest. Well, that's interesting. Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest. So this tells me nothing of interest. This tells me, because this pick has a range of 25, this tells me I am on the outlier of the ore body. See, now I'm at small sample. So let's do something here which I've had some success at. We're going to put a little bit of a explorational tunnel here. We're going to take another reading. Found nothing. So here's the thing. If you don't drop right in the middle of the ore body, and you kind of figure that by nothing of interest. Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest. Yeah, that's not what I want to hear. Why are you giving me near surface? Should I have done this as an open pit? behind me. It may be behind me. This is gravel. We don't want to be digging in gravel. Quite honestly, we don't want to be digging one below gravel. That causes issues. So let's try this one. So we're going to establish this as a working level just because I haven't got a clue. It is not following what my original supposition was. I had a problem like this with the silver mine over by spawn camp. Oh yeah. Safety first. So why do I do this? Because right now this is in a potential collapse zone. Let's put another torch down. There we go. And you may or may not have seen how I do this. This is how we actually start. 1, 2, 3. Everything's in groups of 7, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And this initial shaft you want to set up, and you want to mirror this down the entire way that you work. The problem is you gotta find, that's just raw, okay. You gotta find the ore body first, which ain't as easy as one might think sometimes. The problem I had with the silver was the silver deposit was so narrow, I kept going around in circles around it. It was only in about a 8x8 area, going straight up and down. That ain't very big. A lot of these are bigger. Like the sphalerite, I thought was a bigger deposit, but then I thought I would drop right on it since I could detect it from the surface. But that was not in the cards. So you're wondering, why did I do it that way? I put 3 up in there. Well, putting 2 on the far one, that the floor thickness is 2. So you've got 1 on the top, which is the floor above, and 1 on the bottom, which is the ceiling here. The one out is so you have something to hide under where things can't fall on you and crush you so easy. Doesn't mean it can't happen, because it could fall behind you, because I have no supports to speak of at the moment. This is all new construction. Oh, what did you do that for? That was a silly thing. We gotta get our anchors in first. There we go. Come on. Did I go too far? 1, 2. I did. I went too far. That's what happens when you get talking. No harm, no foul. Oops. Prospecting pick doesn't work. There we go. Okay, still no ore showing. Alright, so now this support keeps things from falling on your head and crushing you, and it will support 1 down, so what we're walking on. It will support 1 above, and it will support out like 4 or 5, something like that. So I could dig this out about 4 before it starts collapsing. And what I will typically do with a new layer that I'm a new active mining zone, I'll notch in around these posts. And back when we had Journey Map instead of Antique Atlas, it was real easy to see your progress. And it was really cool seeing these formations that we had put in. But it also became way too easy to track your ore bodies. So now this is a little more different. You can still kind of peek around. We got a gem. Great. You can still peek around because I'm here. This is where I marked the sphalerite, and I know it's in this kind of a lenticular area. That does not necessarily mean that's where the main body is. Sometimes these things, the surface indicators spawn weird compared to where the deposit is. Like if this were my silver one, where my actual silver vein was, all my silver surface stuff was in a crescent around here. And it was spread out and in clumps. And it was not here. It was actually like over here. But this is where I put the shaft, but the actual deposit was over here. It was weird. It took me forever to find where that deposit was. So we're going to go up and offload a little bit of stuff. I do not have a what do you call it, a drinking station here. So when my blue bar gets down, I'm going to have to drink and head back. Probably build. Oh, where did we go? That's not the one. This is the one. Not the one. Again, if you get that reference, kudos to you. You win a prize. You're a special person. That's your prize. Hope you have time to figure it out. That's another clue. If you understand these things, that's a symptom of being way too similar to Grampy Jag's corrupted mind. Again, enjoy. Any of you out there Bob Ross fans? I was never a Bob Ross fan. I could not. His voice, him and Mr. Rogers, creeped me out. There was another painter, William Alexander, little German guy. I liked him. But Bob Ross is like, oh, creeped me out. So I can do this forever. I like digging. I like mining. Bobby, Steampunk Bobby, you've seen him in some of the other videos. He's a decorator. He has a real instinct for putting blocks together and making them look nice. Way better than me. I'm a much more functional kind of guy. He also likes living above ground, and me and his dad, we prefer to be moles, living underground. So what I'm doing is I am just building a basic cage. If you don't have enough of them, it won't connect up. There we go. Or if the distance is wrong. This is the max distance. But yeah, this is the basic structure. We build a cage around our tunnel, our shaft down. And then we start exploring out from there. We use a lot of different things. We use surface sign. We use the prospecting hammer, which is a little titchy, especially if you have multiple ore bodies of the same type around, because it's got a 25 block range. If you come down and you're stuck between two different ore bodies that are at similar depth, it gets really confused and you'll be chasing your tail. I had that happen in my first tetrahedrite mine. I had like 3 tetrahedrite deposits. Basically, you got to find one and eliminate it so you can possibly see the difference in the other two, because once you get rid of that deposit, all the readings drop out. Looks like something dropped there. And 1, 2. I don't know, did I put it? Yeah, I put it there. So we're going to come back over here. We're going to push this one down, and they should meet up. And all the time we are looking for ore, which I see no ore. We're going to go around and do some prospecting once we get this all cleared out and see if we can come up with some sort of a consensus on direction. I know it's probably somewhere in this depth. The question is, where is the actual deposit? And here's the other thing. The deposits can be different shapes. So you can have lenticular, you can have orbicular, you can have straight cylindrical, disc shape, or what have you. It's all got different definitions. I don't know how much it really affects the shapes, other than, like I say, that silver mine. That silver mine was really narrow and cylindrical. There we go. Knock out this corner and we can do the last attachment. I think I took out my torch. I did. 1, 2. There we go. 2, buckle my shoe. Alright, so the next thing I typically do, I'll work on clearing the front of the access, which means taking out any extra stone. And now these trusses are supporting this entire inner area, so I can take these out and recover them. There. Yay. I will also, before I finish up the center area, I'm going to take out these little flangey walls, just because I need a little more separation. So what we're looking for is, if I face this wall and I get a large deposit, and if I face this wall over here and I get a trace deposit, I know it's probably in this direction of some sort. Now when you use the prospector's pick, it only considers the block that you're tapping, and it's 25 blocks basically in all directions. So there's a small sample of blue schist sphalerite somewhere within 25 blocks of this block. We go down here, another small sample, nothing of interest, nothing of interest. Small sample, so it looks like it's somewhere out in this range. The question is, are we high enough or low enough? So as readings decrease or disappear once you get over this hump, indicates you need to change your height. And this can be a lot of work if you are not lucky enough to land on the deposit itself. So I am currently hitting like 75% accuracy coming down straight on a deposit. This is not one of them apparently, because as you saw when we went down, we were getting null readings, which is weird because I'm not that far from the surface. The worst case scenario is this is right up along the gravel line, in which case this should have been done as an open pit, because messing with the gravel line is going to create a bunch of headaches up on the surface. You get one of these pieces of rock, if it shatters and it falls, it starts a cave in, and if it hits gravel or dirt, everything's coming down, which leaves a great big hole for you to fall in up above. You need to plug that up. I don't like being this close to the gravel line because it does undulate a little bit. And the last thing we're going to do, oh, I got to get this one. And believe it or not, one block can make a huge difference. And if I think I'm heading the right direction, I may drill 3 blocks in and take a reading. See if there's a difference in the size of the deposit. I am thinking, oddly enough, the deposit may be behind me, and it's just a gut feeling. I got nothing to support that. This is kind of oddly peaceful. Go ka-thunk, ka-thunk. My water's almost out. I'm going to have to go up. All right, 1, 2. Take this off the back. And all this stone you can turn into bricks later. So here's the thing. Let's do another quick run around. Small sample. Nothing. Small sample above. Small sample below. That's kind of tricky. Small sample. 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 You get the idea. According to this, potentially we are right in the middle, centered in the detection zone. However, you go down and small sample, nothing. Why is there nothing? Nothing. 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 That's what you call weird. So I'm about to lose all my strength. Come back up here just to double check things. Small sample. Nothing. Small sample. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell through that or not. Small sample. I mean, it's like it should be everywhere. Now, if I am looking at this, I got sphalerite back there. I got sphalerite over here. But the bulk of the sphalerite is right here, right in this area. So you would think if I come off the front, I'm going to hit the deposit. The question is, at what level? And if I look, let's make sure. Yes, blue schist sphalerite. So it's going to be in this geological layer. Sometimes it'll say it's in basalt or some other layer, which means you got to go until you hit that layer. But for right now, this endeth the time for the moment. 'Tis the time of the season. Da, 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 da. So I learned how to do a short. Learned how to do a short with iMovie. Been trying to figure that out for a while. I finally found a resource that would tell me exactly how to do it. It unfortunately doesn't look like you can save your progress. You can only export when you're done, so that's going to be tricksy. I got my first one done. Let's see what else we can do. I got to get the raw bear meat processed. 6 days, 28. I need to eat more veggies, more grain. I'm working on grain right now. So, all these stones that I'm collecting, you can combine into cobblestone, and all this cobblestone can be broken down into stone. If you have a chisel, you can chisel these blue schist rocks into bricks, and if you have mortar, you can make brick blocks like this. This is wacky stone brick blocks, and this is where I made my charcoal. So I'm coming along nicely here. I have a cairn. I'm not going to tell you how to get the parts for that. You're going to have to die a few times and figure it out yourself. I also got lucky enough to find the parts to make a crucible. So, yay. And notice you have to have solid blocks. You cannot use dirt with one of these. So there's a hint. It's an interesting world. If you would like to come out and participate, there is lots and lots and lots of land. There are ruins. So you see there's a ruin there. This is considered a ruin. There are mysterious tunnels and other facilities, shall we say. If you go into those facilities, you will probably die. But if you can manage to do the quest, you could get some really cool stuff. So, Grampy Jag coming to you from the Primitive Antics experience. You haven't seen any of the super fun stuff yet. This is just the basic survival stuff. Come on in. See what you can create. It doesn't look like it, but we really do have a large palette of blocks to work with. Oh, yeah, that's rosewood over there. I love rosewood. Look at the color on those chests. So, yeah, there's all kinds of cool stuff. If you're interested, if you want to be a candidate, if you want to play, go to my channel contact information. Use the email there and shoot me an email. If you can't do that, put a comment down under one of these videos advertising, you know, that we're doing this. And we will get back to you. It'd either be me or Steampunk Bobby. Now, Bobby's going to be the administrator. I am going to be the developer. And I'm going to be doing the recording for the most part. If you want to record and do your own stuff, that's cool. Do it. The only thing I ask is refer back to my channel so I get some credit, and refer to the CurseForge link for Primitive Antics so people can download it if they want to play it. It's pretty simple. And don't be a jerk. Work together. Be mature. You have to be 18. Okay? You have to be 18 or older. I have to do this because of some of the Facebook groups and stuff I'm interacting with. They will not allow any feeds from things that have ultra youngins, which are people under 18. So 18 or older. senior citizens probably get first crack. This is a Java mod pack. It is 1.12.2, the most awesome version ever. Why? Because it has the most mods and is probably one of the stablest things out there. I know some of you are put off because, oh my God, that's so old. It's so old. You know what's old? I'm old. I'm old. I was around when Kennedy was assassinated. Okay? I don't want to hear about your iPhones being, you know, old. Oh my God. You know, before iPhones. Yeah, we use smoke signals. I never really did figure them out, but we did try and use smoke signals to when we were kids. It never ended well. So, anyhow, like I say, go ahead, comment, drop me an email through the channel contact information. Let me know if you're interested. Give me a little bit of a bio why you're interested. And realize this is a TERRA FIRMA CRAFT mod pack, so nothing works the way you expect it to in vanilla or most modded packs. It's a very light pack, but the mods that are in this are extensive, and there's a huge learning curve. So if you like a challenge, you want to get together with some friends or some people that you'd like to learn how to be friends with, come on by. I'm so lonely. It's just me and Bobby. I had a couple guys that said they were, oh yeah, yeah, do it. We'll show up. No, they haven't. So that's why you're getting a chance. So I have talked far long enough. Goodbye. Comment, like, do the YouTube dance. Don't bump your head. Send me a coffee. Subscribe. You know, if I was a girl, I would already have like 10,000 subscribers. Maybe I should change. I should change up my avatar. Make it a little more sexy. Yeah. Be like them girl Minecrafters. I somehow don't think it would help. Woe is me. Anyhow, catch you later. Bye. Have fun.